everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack open the admin's toolkit and really get to know the command center of your virtual desktop world, the Omnissa Horizon Connection Server. We're going to walk through all the critical settings you absolutely need to nail down for an environment that's secure, stable, and runs like a dream. So, let's jump right in.
So let's just start with a quick question. When you think about your entire Horizon setup, all the desktops, all the users, the gateways, the whole shebang, what's the one piece that's really the brain of the whole operation?
You got it. It's the connection server. Everything funnels through this thing. From checking if a user is who they say they are, to connecting them to their desktop, this is where all the magic happens. And that means getting the configuration right? Yeah, it's completely non-negotiable.
All right, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start inside the command center, then we'll configure the front door for remote access. After that, we'll set up the security gatekeeper, learn how to manage all that user traffic, and even peek under the hood at some expert-level tweaks. And don't worry, we'll wrap it all up with a simple checklist you can use.
First up, the command center itself. We're diving straight into the Horizon console. Think of this as the main dashboard, where every single click you make can affect performance, security, and user access for your entire system. Okay, next let's talk about configuring the front door. This is all about how your external users get connected, and it's absolutely crucial, especially when you're using a Unified Access Gateway, or UAG, to keep all that traffic safe and sound. The whole key here is getting these three URLs perfect. These are literally the addresses that external clients need to find their way through the UAG. The BLAST and PCOIP URLs, they handle the display protocols, the stuff that actually draws the screen for the user. Then the secure tunnel handles pretty much everything else. If you get just one of these wrong, your remote users, well, they aren't going anywhere. So users can get in, but how do we keep the wrong people out? Well, it's time to deploy the gatekeeper. Your connection server has some seriously powerful security settings that act as the guard at the gate, protecting your entire digital fortress. Let's zoom in on a big one, SAML. Honestly, just think of it as a universal passport for the internet. When you set up SAML on your connection server, you're enabling single sign-on, so your users only have to log in once. This allows you to plug into modern identity providers like Okta or Microsoft Entra ID, which is a massive win for both your security posture and your users' sanity. Now, this right here is a critical fork in the road, unauthenticated access. Look, maybe if you're setting up a kiosk in a library, you'd enable this. But in pretty much every corporate environment, you're going to want to have this disabled. It's just fundamental security, making sure every single person who touches your resources has been properly identified, no exceptions. Okay, great. Our users are connected, they're authenticated. Now what? Well, now we have to manage their traffic. These next settings are all about making sure they have a smooth, high-performance experience once they're actually inside. And we have two really important levers to pull here. First, session timeouts. This is what automatically logs out users who've been inactive for a while. It's a lifesaver for freeing up system resources, and it closes a big security hole if someone just walks away from their computer. Second, load balancing. This is what keeps your whole environment up and running by spreading the traffic across multiple connection servers. If one gets swamped, your users won't even feel it.
For most day-to-day stuff, the Horizon console is perfect. But sometimes you need to pop the hood and make an expert-level adjustment. And this is where a really powerful tool called ADSI Edit comes into play.
I have to be crystal clear about this. You need to proceed with extreme caution here. ADSI Edit lets you directly change the underlying LDAP database. That's the central directory for all your Horizon settings. This is not a tool for casual browsing. You only go in here to perform very specific documented tasks. One wrong click and you could cause serious problems for your entire environment.
We have covered a lot of ground. So let's boil it all down into a simple, actionable checklist to help you make sure your setup is as robust and secure as it can be.
All right, here it is, your 3-point checkup. Number 1, double, maybe even triple check your external URLs to make sure remote access is rock solid. Number 2, get SAML configured for modern single sign-on security. And number 3, take a good look at your session timeouts. You want to find that perfect sweet spot between keeping things secure and not annoying your users.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question. We've just walked through the entire toolkit, from the front door all the way down to the engine room. So now I want you to take a look at your own setup and ask yourself, Is my Horizon environment truly ready, not just for today, but for all the security and performance challenges that are coming tomorrow?